Hey everybody, welcome back to another video. Today I'm going to be going over the most recent episode of Monday Night Raw. This was yesterday. At the time I'm recording this, I'm pre-recording this because I'm going to be out of town. But yeah, how I usually do these types of WWE reviews is that I'm going to go over all the matches and segments, rank them, and then give my whole thoughts on the show at the end of the video. So if you're new here, I do these videos like twice, 2 to 3 times a week. So yeah, subscribe if you want. So yeah, it started off pretty good with Seth Rollins, and Seth Rollins a surprise return. No dirt sheets, no nothing. Surprise return. I like Seth got surgery like what, a month or two ago. He's back already, which is awesome. Challenging Damian Priest for the World Heavyweight Championship at Money in the Bank. That's gonna be a banger because they had a banger on Raw like a year ago, and it's gonna be really good. I'm gonna give that segment a 4.5 out of 5. What a way to start off. Next up was Chad Gable versus Braun Strowman. This match was really made for the end of it. Braun Strowman literally just destroyed Chad Gable with a 2. I'm going to give that a 2.5 out of 5. But Otis finally turned his back on Gable, which is awesome. It was long awaited, and what a pop it got from the Corpus Christi crowd. I should have been there. But yeah, that was a good moment. Good feel-good moment. Next up was Io Sky versus Kiana James versus Zelina Vega. This was a Money in the Bank qualifying match. Pretty fast moving, really good triple threat as well. Like it was just all three of them. Just like no one was really dominating the whole time until the end of it. Like Zelina started dominating most of it. Then Liv Morgan came out, distracted her. Io Sky takes advantage, pins Kiana James, and gets the win. I'm gonna give that a 3.4 out of 5. That was pretty cool. Next up was Sami Zayn's segment with Braun Breaker and Sheamus. Sami Zayn came out to address he's moving on from Chad Gable and all that. And then Braun Breaker comes out saying like, oh, he's annihilated everyone, but here's Sheamus saying he deserves another shot at it. So these guys argue. It's a pretty good segment. It sets up for Sheamus versus Braun later on that night. I'm gonna give that whole segment a 4 out of 5. Pretty fun, pretty cool. Seeing these three guys first of all, a little bit of a difference here as well. That's cool. Next up was Dragon Lee versus Carlito. Pretty fine match. Nothing really too special. Just an average match. Although a lot of shenanigans at the end of it. Judgment Day came out. LWOs. They all started brawling and Liv and then Zelina. I don't even know, but Carlito got the win. Carlito got the win. Then next up was Drew McIntyre's segment. That one was actually sick. He came out basically like almost like his voice was almost cracking and nearly crying. And he says, screw this company, I quit. That one, like, even though it was such a small, short segment, that one really packs the biggest punch right here because, like, it's just solidifying how angry Drew is or how fed up what he is. Like, this story's just going to get better, and it's already really good for me. I'm going to give that a 5 out of 5. This really was awesome. Next up was Kaden Carter and Katana Chance versus Damage Control, Dakota Kai and Kairi Sane. I'm pissed at this. For no reason, they made KC2 or win. I mean, it's not like they can't win, but Damage Control has Kairi Sane and Dakota Kai. Why make them lose to these people? You know what I mean? And Dakota took the pin too. Why are you besmirching Dakota? Like, I'm sorry. I digress. But yeah, no disrespect to Kaden and Katana, but like they should not have won that match. And next up was Sheamus versus Braun Breaker. This was a really good match until it ended in DQ. I did not expect it to end in DQ, though. I expected, like, Braun Breaker to win, but I didn't expect that to happen. Now I don't know what happens with the IC title match, whenever it's going to be. Like, Braun Breaker was, like, these guys were just going hard at each other. There's botches, too. Another one of those ring slip ropes. Slipped on the ropes. I'm sorry, I'm stuttering. Another one of those botches where they slipped on the ropes, and damn, the ropes were deadly this whole weekend. Braun Breaker slipped on that, and yeah. But DQ because Ludwig interfered with Sheamus, and then yeah, that happened. I'm gonna give it a 4 out of 5. No, I'm gonna give it a 3.3 out of 5. I was looking at a different segment, sorry. And then next up was the main event, Jey Uso versus Finn Balor versus Rey Mysterio in a Money in the Bank qualifying match. Rey Mysterio was the MVP of this whole match. I am guaranteeing that. That was freaking crazy. Rey Mysterio, he's 50 years old. He can go. He can still go no matter what. He is legendary. Hall of Famer for a reason. Awesome job by Rey. Obviously, he was never going to win this match in the first place. I like the ending sequence was pretty cool too. It kind of reminded me of one of those matches back in 2020 at Fatal 4-Way for the #1 contenders for the Universal title. The way Jey won, a lot of finishes being thrown at the end, and then Jey just coming out on top. It was exactly like that. I liked the way they called back to that. I don't know if it was a complete callback to that, but that was pretty cool. Coup de grace, and then Uso splash onto Finn, picking up the win for Jey. That was pretty cool. 3.5 out of 5. Jey is celebrating with the crowd, and then lights go out. Here we go. Here we go. Let's freaking go. Oh my gosh, the highlight of the night, no doubt about it. Oh my, it started off, that whole segment right there, I'm just going to put it Wyatt 6. I'm just going to put that. That was cinema! My goodness, it literally, the whole thing started off, door opens, Shatter, with the piano version of that song just plays, it just loops. Here's Nikki Cross coming out, looking demonic as crazy. Points to the back. We see Eric Rowan over 3 dead bodies at that point. The cameraman is just walking through. This blue light is just illuminating. We go into the gorilla position, I think that's what it's called. We see a lot of dead people there. We see someone's blood splattered on the wall. We see Dexter Loomis just sitting on one of the desks. Oh boy, we cut there. Joe Gacy just standing there. Pans to the left, we see some dead guy. We see Chad Gable shot in the head at that point. And then Uncle Howdy, Bo Dallas, Taylor Ortona, whatever you want to call him. Uncle Howdy standing there making his long-awaited entrance. Then they walk all the way to the entrance ramp. He says we're here, blows out the lantern or whatever it's called, and that's the end of the show. Masterfully executed. Big shout out to Taylor, Triple H, everybody who was a part of this awesome sequence right there. That was truly a horror show that I've never seen before, and they executed it so well. I have no choice but to give it a 5 out of 5. I'm so excited for this. I'm so excited. The thing is, what's going to happen next week when they say everyone's dead? I'm going to rank all the segments now. Uncle Howdy and the Wyatt 6, 5 out of 5. Number 1. No doubt. No doubt. Drew McIntyre goes number 2. Seth Rollins and Damian Priest goes number 3. Sami Zayn, Braun Breaker, and Sheamus, the segment goes 4th. The match of the night was Jey Uso, Finn Balor, and Rey Mysterio. That goes 5th. Io Sky, Kiana James, Zelina Vega 6th. Sheamus versus Braun Breaker 7th. Dragon Lee Carlito 8th. Chad Gable and Braun Strowman 9th. And the worst match of the night was Kaden Carter, Katana Chance, and going in 10th. This was freaking awesome. This is the second best episode of Raw this whole year. The top 3, in my opinion, are the March 25th edition, this one, and the Day 1 edition of Monday Night Raw. This was awesome. This was like hype from start to finish. The Corpus Christi crowd did not let down either. This was just another masterfully well done episode of Monday Night Raw. I'm gonna give it a 4.5 out of 5, a solid 9 out of 10. That'll do it for this one. Thank you all for watching and have a good day. Goodbye.